After much deliberation, this European Cup Winners' Cup first leg second round tie between Tromso and Chelsea has been given the go-ahead despite the threat of heavy falls of snow. It's a decision that Ruud Gullit doesn't agree with, and the state of the pitch must be of some concern to the visitors given their style of football. Tromso, though, aren't the most well-known of Norwegian club sides, and as they are struggling to avoid relegation, Chelsea must remain favourites to win the tie. Gullit makes 3 changes to the side, which won 1-0 at home to Leicester at the weekend, with Gianluca Vialli, Dennis Wise and Danny Granville all returning to the starting 11. Dan Petrescu and Tore-André Flo drop down to the bench, while Graham Lasso misses out because of a dislocated elbow. Well, play is just about to get underway. We're at the gateway to the Arctic Circle, and just under 7,000 have packed into this tiny stadium, and it's Chelsea in yellow and blue to get this match underway. Second round, first leg tie, Chelsea defeating the Czech side Slovan Bratislava in the first round to get to this particular stage. Tromso, meanwhile, got the better of NK Zagreb, the Croatian side who were beaten in the cup final by Croatia Zagreb. But certainly warrant their place in this second round, the furthest they've got in European competition. Just their second foray into the Cup Winners' Cup. They won the Norwegian Cup back in 1986. It's the cross that comes in, but well taken by Tore-André Grenissen. Certainly well thought of, the Tromso number 1. Has been attracting scouts from the top European clubs, as have a number of the Tromso side. But they're having rather a poor time of things in the Norwegian First Division, which is about to come to a close. The Polish referee seeing an infringement. And Chelsea have a free kick. Tromso have lost 5 of their last 7 games. It was Babiaro who's playing the ball inside. And the buffer now Clark. It's certainly been a different matter for Chelsea in recent fixtures. They're up to 4th in the Premiership, courtesy of that win at the weekend over Leicester. Frank Leboeuf goal separating the two sides. Dennis Wise back in the team tonight after missing the game against the Foxes through suspension. Here's Granville. Has been used sparingly by Ruud Gullit, as the former Cambridge man. Meanwhile, a chance for Tromso to break on the left-hand side with Frode Furman. It has been pulled back, and Chelsea will have a free kick once again. It really has been a spectacular fall from grace, if you like, for Tromso. Challenge of the title last season and winning the cup, but this term, certainly a change of fortunes. They were defeated 4-0 at the weekend by Lyn Oslo, and now have to play off to avoid relegation. It really was a poor performance at the weekend. It was watched by Gwyn Williams, the Chelsea assistant manager. They just needed a point to avoid a playoff, but they were thumped 4-0 in the end. Obviously their minds on this particular encounter. It certainly is the biggest game in their history. Yet to meet English opposition competitively, although history suggests that Chelsea should win through. This is the 12th tie between English and Norwegian opposition, and every single time it's the English club side that's managed to get through. There have been 1 or 2 away defeats for English club sides down the years. But the aggregate scoreline has always favoured the side from England. Certainly Chelsea were hoping that history bears out this evening. Oh, the pitch not in such good condition, and the threat of snow means that we're having the orange ball this evening, as you can see. This is Clark, and now Babiaro for Chelsea, and Granville struggling to make inroads into this packed Tromso defence at this stage. Chelsea will certainly find it hard to get their passing game going. Tromso much more direct, shall we say, in their style of football. And now maybe space for Tromso to break on this right-hand side. And there's certainly lots of movement up front, and there's danger here for Chelsea. The ball's been centred, and this is Tromso. And in the end, Ed de Hoy at the second attempt manages to deny Ole Martin Ast. And certainly the home supporters enjoying that move. It was a ball fed in by Robin Berntsen, and squared in the end by Roar Christensen, and all on his own just outside the 6-yard box was Ole Martin Arst, who's scored home and away in the previous leg against NK Zagreb, and nearly putting Tromso into a shock lead. Ed Ahoy had to get down quickly, and at the second attempt averted the danger. Tromso have a free kick. Signs already perhaps that Tromso have more than just a packed defence to offer, breaking very swiftly. Free kick. This is plenty of players forward for Tromso. And it's gone to that far post. Leboeuf clears. And now Zola unable to take it first time though. Long ball forward. Done by Frank Sinclair on that far side, but the throw-in is taken quickly. And Suarez gets a boot in, but concedes the free kick. And once again, a dangerous position. Suarez, who's been booked 6 times in the Premiership this season. Lots of red and white striped shirts have wandered forward into the penalty area. Danger once again for Chelsea. Movement just inside and outside of the penalty area. Well, it's sprayed wide and the shot comes in, and it's there! And Tromso have taken a shock lead. Well, the ball was played out, and it's Steiner Nielsen that's rifled the ball past Ed Zahoy, who's furious with his defence. But I fancy they could do nothing about that. Instead of the ball being played into the penalty area, it was just moved out. And from what, 25, 30 yards or so, Steiner Nielsen has stumped the ball into the back of the net. What a strike, and Tromso lead. Well, the home fans happy now. And Chelsea are a goal down inside 6 minutes. Steiner Nielsen, who's been linked with a move to AC Milan recently, the 25-year-old defender, suggestions are that he's on his way to the San Siro at the end of the Norwegian season in the next few weeks and months. But what a strike. And Chelsea a 0-0 down. Long ball forward. Touch of fortune there, first of all for Frank Sinclair, and Leboeuf can manage to get the ball away at the second attempt. Lange making himself awkward. Granville now for Chelsea on this left-hand side. The ball bobbing along on this uneven surface. No sign of snow yet. Let's hope it holds off. Still Granville. Stances inside one challenge as Ole Martin Arst came in. This is Frank Leboeuf for Chelsea. Wise. Well, look for Vialli, and now Zola, who's taken an inside one challenge, but unable to keep hold of possession. Vialli was beaten there, and Tromso perhaps can forage forward once again. That'll run out of play for a Chelsea throw, which Danny Granville will take. Third start of the season for Danny Granville. Missed the league game at the weekend. Did start the home leg against Slovan Bratislava and the recent Coca-Cola Cup tie against Blackburn. Sven Morten Johansson deemed to foul Babiaro as he was trying to make his way through there. Zola with a free kick in towards that far post, but it's easy for Tore Andre Glenison, who can once again launch a throw into that far side. Able to keep the ball in play though, Tromso. Difficult to see exactly where the orange line is on that far side. Snow was cleared from the pitch just before the kick-off. We're simply not happy about the state of the mud and grass as the surface is. And Chelsea as yet not got to grips with it, that's for sure. This is Clark. He just seemed to run on the ball a second too long. Granville. Once again, Vialli is the intended target. Vialli, who's been used sparingly by Ruud Gullit this season, only started 3 games in the league. Did play in both the European ties so far, though, that Chelsea have been involved in. He did score in the away leg against Slovan Bratislava. 2-0 successes home and away for Chelsea in the first round. And once again, it's Tromso breaking. And the Buff will have to be quick here. Sinclair is even quicker, and Ed de Hoyt can clear. Once again, it's put straight back into the danger zone, though. And still Tromso come forward. Rising now Zola for Chelsea. Babiaro. And Vialli dropping deep. Granville swinging the ball over to Sinclair on the far side. Steve Clark manages to win the ball first. Well, really just that 2 chances, in fact, for Tromso. A stunning strike from Steiner Nielsen. And the chance went Ed de Hoyt at the second attempt, managed to avert the danger. It's enough to put Tromso ahead. And either a poor ball forward, simply Chelsea making heavy weather of trying to get the ball into the Tromso half. Really was a roller coaster of a game as far as Tromso were concerned in their first round tie against NK Zagreb. They did lose the away leg by 3 goals to 2. They're actually 3-0 down in that particular game. In the second leg, 4-2 after extra time. Actually 2-1 down with 15 minutes to go at home. They're here on merit. Long ball forward by Leboeuf, looking for the run of Vialli, but it's easily cut out. Leboeuf with a clearance, but it's fallen to a Tromso player. And this is Frode Furman trying to work the ball forward. Dennis Wise for Chelsea. Babiaro and Vialli running into each other. And Vialli in turn running into Robin Burtonson. Still Chelsea retain possession. That's asking a lot of Frank Sinclair, but he manages to keep the ball in play. Positive attack now from Chelsea, but the final ball lets them down. Now that Zola or Vialli unable to get to that one. But they do win a throw on that far side. Doing the defending this time. Punted forward, a bit too long for Vialli. Babiaro is battling though, but illegally so. Only the 4th game for the club for Celestine Babiaro. Would start his first Premiership game at the weekend against Leicester. Actually picked up a booking in that particular game. Once again, it's Oli Martinez just with a layoff. And he's battling away with Bjorn Johansson. Another man that's linked to a move away from Tromso. Southampton have been showing interest recently. Vialli with a flick and able to pick out Babiaro. It will be a Tromso throw on this near side. Randall with a throw. Doesn't find its intended target. Robin Berntsen with the ball forward. Clark. And now Leboeuf, and now Granville. Manages to get the ball down the line away, but just drifting out of touch, and it will be a throw into Tromso on this near side. And still lead by a goal to nil. Steiner Nielsen's stunning strike as early as the 6 minutes separating the 2 sides. Chances few and far between for both sides since the goal. Only Suarez seemed to get his legs taken there. It was rather a poor challenge. Martin with the foot in. In fact, it was Roy Christensen with a tackle. Again, Sandberg looks on. He's got to be pleased with his side's work so far, the Swedish coach. Hasn't been long in charge of this Norwegian First Division side. He'll be hoping that they can avoid the drop down to the Second Division. Space initially for Newton to run into. This is Zola and now Babiaro. Granville on the overlap, and this is still Danny Granville getting to the byline but just running the ball out of play. Tromso in no hurry. They lead by a goal to nil. And Chelsea not creating any sort of chances at all. That was well in note, and now Zola can pick up the play. Granville still out, still up in support. This is Granville. Viali's in the penalty area. It's too long for Viali. Drop to Viali again, though. Zola was also making the run into the penalty area. And eventually they can clear through Ollie Martin asked Frank Leboeuf. Pass to Ed de Hoy, who manages to find Babiaro now. And Clark. And now Sinclair on the right-hand side. Offside has been given. Gianluca Viali, who netted 4 against Barnsley earlier on in the season in the Premiership, but hasn't really seen too much league action. With some defending to do, doesn't manage to win that ball. This is Clark. De Hoy. The most convincing of clearances, and Tromso can get this ball forward once again with Johansson. Leboeuf clearing, but once again the misplaced pass putting his side under pressure, and Tromso a break on here, but just caught offside. The flag was up pretty quickly. As you can see, when the ball was played, Leboeuf was attempting to step up, and well, I'd like to think that the assistant referee got that one wrong. Fortune favouring Chelsea on that particular occasion. Viali battling, but it's Tromso once again that can come away with the ball. Misplaced pass letting Chelsea again. Zola down the centre, but now it's the Italian that's caught offside. Either Zola, in fact maybe both Zola and Viali, just straying and making their run too soon. Leboeuf's heady clearance, Wise helps it on. This is Zola. First touch wasn't the best. Frank Zola, who's started all but 2 of the Premiership games this season, did miss the away leg against Bratislava. He picked up the 2 goals though this season, rather a poor return by his standards. Newton for Chelsea, just playing the ball inside to Clark, and now Granville. Certainly steadying the ship now, Chelsea, after going a goal behind in the 6th minute. Leboeuf. Babiaro up well, but not enough to direct it towards Danny Granville. Granville tackling back but conceding the throw. Good running once again from Tromso, and there's plenty of players forward in this attack, and there's space on the left-hand side, and the shot's away, and De Hoy! Oh, he's made a right mess of that one, and it's managed to slip through his fingers, and it's Frode Furman that scored. Well, what a mistake by Ed De Hoy. It certainly seemed easier to save it, but it squirmed through his grasp, and now Tromso lead 2-0. Space on the left-hand side. There were plenty of players forward in the Tromso attack. It seemed easy enough for Ed De Hoy, but in the end, a dreadful mistake by the Chelsea number 1, and Tromso are now 2 goals to the good. Sinclair perhaps out of position, Well, there was certain direction, but not too much power. But in the end, Frode Furman got his shot away. And Tromso have now doubled their advantage. This is Zola for Chelsea. Still, and space now for Babayaro. They desperately need a goal back now. Well, twice before, English opposition have suffered in Norway, both at the hands of Rosenborg. Southampton defeated in 1970 and Blackburn in 1996. Only by a single goal, though, on both occasions. Lou Hullett and Graham Ricks certainly have plenty to do and plenty to say you fancy at half-time. No way to go till then, though. It's Tromso in the ascendancy. Wise now for Chelsea. Poor first touch, and Tromso in once again here. It's 2 versus 2. Red and white striped shirts coming forward in numbers, and space on the right-hand side. Plenty in the penalty area. It's gone over to the far post there, looking for Ast. Lost control, but Tromso eager and willing to win the ball back. And that was a rather late challenge, and it will be a yellow card. And it's Morten Kramer, the recipient. The veteran defender and Tromso skipper. A late challenge. Dennis Wise sent tumbling. Wise just clipping the ball away from Kramer. But the yellow card is a yellow card has been issued by Jacek Granat, the Polish referee. First of the evening. Wise is up okay. Randall with a touch back to Clark, locking the ball forward. Looking for the run of Babayaro, might get this. Eventually Johansson was in quickly though. Babayaro battling hard, but it's a free kick to Tromso. Well, they have lost 5 of the last 7 games, Tromso, in the league. And it's put them in danger of being relegated to the Norwegian 2nd division. But their direct start of play has certainly unsettled Chelsea, who've never really been able to get going so far. They desperately need to score at least. A 2-0 deficit at the bridge will certainly be harder to get back in. An away goal, all important. And there's European ties. Ed de Hoy making such a dreadful mistake. 7 clean sheets all, this season in all competitions. He won't be adding to that tonight. Viali with the ball forward over to the far side, but far too much power. And Babayaro didn't really stand too many chances of getting on the end of that. Throw to Tromso on this near side. Frode Furman, who's scored that 2nd goal, back at the club this season after spending a season in the Belgian 1st division with the Cercle Bruges. I think they have the best of times in the lowlands, just started the 9 times. Back with Tromso, and a regular throughout their season this term. And once again there's space here for Ole Martin Ast. Manages to keep the ball in play, does it? And still, fine play from Ast. It's gone to the far side. It's touched back, and once again danger here for Chelsea. The shot away, and again. And the Norwegian fans are enjoying this. Ole Martin Ast was rampaging down that left-hand side, got the better of the Chelsea defence on a number of occasions, and when the ball fell to him, just unable to get the ball away. But nearly during Birmingham in the summer, rumours of a £2 million move to St Andrews. And scored both home and away against NK Zagreb in the 1st round of the Cup Winners' Cup. Certainly has an eye for goal. Newton uses Wise. And now Granville for Chelsea. This is Babayaro. Chelsea finding it hard to break down this packed Tromso defence. That's easily cut out. Maybe a Chelsea throw on the far side though. Chelsea did lose on the opening day of this season at Coventry, but did win their next 4 league games before entering Europe this season. They defeated Slovan Bratislava by 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. Granville for Chelsea. Ball forward to the far side, but no one is there, and the neat chest back to Andre Gurnison, picking up the ball gratefully from his skipper, Morten Kramer. Chelsea haven't been the most convincing recently. And their success at the weekend followed a scrappy success over Blackburn in the Coca-Cola Cup, the game won on penalties after Gianluca Vialli had been sent off. Well, discipline has been something of a problem for Ruud Gullit's side this season. Vialli was the 4th Chelsea player sent off this term. Prior to that, they were thumped 4-2 at Liverpool. And they trail 2-0 here. Kramer with the throw. Mateo is in quickly, but not quick enough. Clark launches one forward once again. Zola beaten in the air, not surprisingly. And once again, it's Tromso that can come forward. LaBeouf, crucial interception. Newton and Wise between them get the ball away. This is Granville. Vialli had just moved to the outside and safety first approach from Tromso. They managed to fire the ball clear. Newton. The whistle is gone, but Chelsea just playing the advantage. Challenge there by Rune Langer. Illegal according to our Polish referee. Granville once again the outlets on the left. Clark. Vialli beaten in the air once again. Lifted forward. And once again, plenty of red and white shirts forward here. Langer manages to find space in the centre. LaBeouf clears. The danger averted. Zola with space to run into, but the ball just bobbling away from the Italian. Barbiaro in quickly, but giving the ball away. Offside. Oh, he probably would have made it before Ollie Martin asked anyway. Granville. Once again, it's with one of the Chelsea back four, the mix of Granville and Clark, and LaBeouf who've seen plenty of the ball. They've just unable to feed their frontmen at this stage. Letting the ball run. This is Arst taking on the whole of the Chelsea defence, so it would seem. Some yellow shirts back in defence for Chelsea. Actually falls to Johansson here for Tromso. Puts the ball back in the danger area. LaBeouf away. And now Di Matteo. I haven't seen too much of him in this first half. Newton. Long ball forward, the outlet is Zola, taking it first time and showing skill. This is Zola, just a touch too many. Slip on the ball from Granville has put his side in trouble. This is Arst. Johansson just drifted to the right-hand side, number 7. Still Tromso in possession. Ball to no one in particular, and this time in the safer hands of Ed de Hoy. Certainly won't want to look back on the first 45 minutes of the big Dutch goalkeeper, first season at Chelsea. Never present so far. Wise unable to cut that ball out, and it's Johansson. West is the target once again. Langer was just to the right of him, but it's Ed Hoy manages to collect, and now Dennis Wise. Zola. Chelsea still probing away, but unable to break down the Tromso backline as yet. Vialli had just made his run too early. The ball finally fired in towards Zola. Misdirected header from Morten Kramer, and it will be a Chelsea corner, an all too rare one as far as the Chelsea fans are concerned. But maybe they can make something of this. Wise going over to take. Steve Clarke has made his way forward into the opposition penalty area. Vialli is there as well. Wise takes one in, but it's comfortably taken and confidently taken by Toriandre Grenison. You can certainly see why a number of the top European clubs are interested in this 28-year-old. Winning the end by Newton, given away by Tromso. Zola's offside, and Vialli may well have made his run too soon as well. It has been a feature of this first half. But every time Zola and Vialli have made their run, the Tromso backline have stepped up in unison. They've managed to catch Chelsea offside nearly every occasion. Granville. And now Steve Clarke. Danny Granville once again for Chelsea. Plenty of players forward in this attack, but they can't get their way past the Tromso defence, and it's Johansson that can break. LaBeouf, though, shuffling the ball away from Ollie Martin Ast, and now the ball is with Frank Sinclair on the far side. Zola. Granville. And Zola once again. Still Gianfranco Zola twisting and turning. But the challenge was clean. This is Johansson. Cut out by Clarke, who just goes past Bjorn Johansson. Johansson wins the ball back up and gets his legs taken for his troubles by Danny Granville. That will be a free kick to Tromso. Managed to get the ball, but certainly got the legs first, did Danny Granville. Vialli dropping deep in search of the ball. Zola has run off ahead of him. It's still Gianluca Vialli. And now Wise on the right. Vialli is onside here. Zola's in the centre. Grenison manages to cut the ball out. Well, Zola was waiting, but Grenison diving hard and manages to just punch the ball away. Nice chance for Chelsea. Newton in quickly, manages to keep the ball in play, does Eddie Newton. And now Babayaro and Granville. And maybe that chance will give Chelsea a bit more confidence. They've certainly been lacking up front. They certainly don't want this match to go ahead. The state of the pitch has been battered by snow recently. There's a threat of more to come. Thankfully, it stayed off this evening. West has been penalised. LaBeouf. Sandberg urging his players on. He's not satisfied with a 2-goal advantage over the 4th place side in the English Premiership. Just as the target once again, it's LeBeuf equal to it, but still it's Tromso that can come away with the ball. Johansson and Ranja. Johansson playing the ball forward once again towards Ollie Martin-Ast. LeBeuf. And Sinclair back to Ed de Hoy in the Chelsea goal. Steve Clark. Ball forward, that's easily cut out. Granville. Clark. Once again, the Scotsman's pass unable to find a teammate, but it's broken kindly for Chelsea. This is Dennis Wise. His accuracy is certainly a little bit better than Steve Clark's, but Gianluca Vialli just wandered offside. Free kick. Well, Chelsea still struggling to get to grips really with this Tromso side. They've been watched a number of times. In truth, just that one chance minutes ago or so. Vialli trying to feed Zola, just a last-ditch palm away from Torre Glanson. Prevented Zola from getting Chelsea back in it. It's goals through Stefan Nielsen and also Frode Furman. And Tromso lead by 2-0 and certainly deserve their advantage. Chelsea have created little up front. And Tromso have defended stoutly. This is Sven Morten Johansson. Goal kick. Don't see Norwich ball too often, do it? Norwich forward. Flipped on by Johansson. And now Ast. They're both clearing, but it will be a free kick to Tromso. Dennis Wise not happy about it. In the middle of a ban as far as the Premiership is concerned. And will also miss the game at the weekend against Bolton. Young is still not up on his feet, just trying to play in the likes of Johansson and Ast. And he's okay to carry on. And he's still offering his opinion of the challenge, shall we say. Cleared by Granville. And finally it's Dennis Wise and now Sinclair. And De Hoy boots this one forward. Neither Zola nor Vialli can get underneath it. Clark with a header. Ast playing his Tromso forwards in here, and still there's a chance. Well, in the end, it was a rather poor finish from Ollie Martin-Ast. In fact, it was Runa Langa that had the shot, but it was way off target. Neither the power nor the direction to troll Ed de Hoy on that occasion. But once again, there were plenty of Tromso players forward. Simply dropped kindly, maybe just let it bounce once too often. And in the end, unable to steer the ball into the Chelsea goal. Ed de Hoy not forced to make a save on that occasion. Clark, Wise. Chelsea need to try and inject some urgency into their play. This is Granville. Zola with a chest down. Vialli. Now complaining perhaps that the foot was up. Danny Hansen, the defender. And shaking the hand from the pair of them, so it would seem it would be a Tromso free kick. It's an okay to continue. Last once again causing trouble in the Chelsea defence. This is Zola. Di Matteo. The move breaks down. This is Bjorn Johansson. And still, outlets on the left-hand side is the captain Kramer. But it will be a Chelsea throw. Wise. And now Eddie Newton. Misplaced pass once again though by Newton. He's prepared to run at the Chelsea defence, but the buff stands firm. Newton loses the ball once again, and Oli Martinez can come forward. Sinclair with some defending to do. It's LeBeuf that stands in the way once again. Di Matteo now for Chelsea. Space in the centre of the pitch. Dennis Wise, though, unable to find it at this stage. And a plethora of red and white striped shirts managed to win the ball from Dennis Wise. The final ball, though, lets down Tromso for once. And the ball harmlessly through to Ed de Hoy in the Chelsea goal. This is Danny Granville. And Chelsea sneak one back just before the break. Well, our Polish referee has just blown for half-time, and Chelsea have got plenty of work to do. Goals from Steiner Nielsen and Frode Furman means that Tromso are in the driving seat at the break. They lead by 2-0. Well, these snow showers that have been threatening Tromso all day have finally come down at half-time, and boy, have they come down, because conditions have changed markedly here. And well, the orange ball was on at the start of the first 45-minute period, and well, we need it now, because we really are in blizzard conditions here in the gateway to the Arctic Circle, and now we know why it's called just that. Very, very difficult to try and pick out the players. Mark Hughes has come on for Danny Granville. Chelsea 2 goals down, remember, and they'll really struggle, you'd fancy, to get back into this game as conditions deteriorate by the second, so it would seem. At the end of the first half, it was perfect and okay, and not a snowflake in sight. But just look at it now, and look how fast the conditions can change. Certainly Tromso, you'd think, would be more suited to it. And straight away they're in here. But Ed de Hoy quickly off his line and manages to spot the danger. And it might be one of the few things he'll be able to spot. Simply the orange ball is showing up nice and brightly. Poor challenge there on the Tromso skipper. And Martin Kramer is still on the ground. The challenge there from Mark Hughes, his first meaningful contribution to the game, if you like. Getting stuck in straight away, the former Manchester United man. This is Mark Hughes' first game in Europe this season, but a former Cup Winners' Cup winner, of course, with Manchester United. Actually scored in the final against Barcelona a good few years back. Hasn't been used by Ruud Gullit so far in this season's Cup Winners' Cup run. But as far as Gullit is concerned, hopefully he can make the difference. Really is blizzard-like conditions now. De Hoy will take this free kick as Oli Martinez had just wandered offside. Quite sure he can see where it ended up, but it's going to come straight back at him as Tromso try and break down the right-hand side. And still coming forward, Viali touching the ball off. Sinclair launching the ball forward, but the pass is wayward. It's into the crowd, in fact, and it will be a throw-in. Well, Ruud Gullit was concerned about the state of the pitch before the game. And surely now he'll be looking to the UEFA officials to see whether this match can continue, because it is really getting worse by the second. Hughes with a nod down. Tromso clear their lines. But once again it will be a Chelsea throw on this near side. Taken by Frank Sinclair. Long ball forward was by Clark. Using Viali after this one. Tromso with space down the right-hand side. It's difficult to pick out the players in the conditions. It's number 21, Roar Christensen, that went down. And Christensen once again. Still Tromso battling away on that far side. Mark Hughes wins the throw and he's keen to get on with things. Remember, Chelsea still trail by 2-0. Not only have they got to battle Tromso, they've got to get the better of the elements as well. Throw into Chelsea on the far side. The snow driving into their faces. And the two players slipping over. I think we'll see that on more than one occasion in the second half. Ed de Hoy prepared to wander out of his penalty area to play the ball to Sinclair. And de Hoy once again rather spoons that one up to Ollie Martinez. The ball launched forward towards Viali. Eventually cleared though by Kramer. Chelsea looking for an opening break, breaks down once again. And this is Johansson for Tromso. And space here once again down the centre. Sinclair coming across. And Ed de Hoy not too clever with a clearance. A chance for Tromso. Scrambled away. Wise unable to pick the ball up, and Tromso once again can come forward. But what a chance for Tromso to make it 3. This is us looking for the run of throw the Furman. But the foot in prevents the Birmingham target from getting any further. Roberto Di Matteo, well, the Swiss-born Italian, may be used to the Arctic conditions, but they are really getting worse as the snow comes down heavier now. It really has taken just 15 minutes or so to completely blanket the pitch in snow. And it really doesn't show any signs of stopping. The shot from distance, and this time Ed de Hoy, who made a rare mistake for the second Tromso goal, managed to get his body behind it and pick it up, but certainly long shots from 30 yards, 35 yards, I think will be a feature of this second half, because it really is difficult to pick the ball up. And the ball skidding off the surface. It's not the most level as it is. You could see 1 or 2 more goals in this second half. De Hoy sends the ball skywards. Chelsea throw. In fact, it's a free kick. Di Matteo is fouled. Sinclair. Mark Hughes perhaps just wandering offside. That will be Johnny Hansen to take this free kick. Arston Langer the targets once again. Volleyed clear. Sent back with interest. Chelsea regain possession though. This is Zola. I'm not sure if he's seen conditions like this. He's trying to make his run in the inside right channel, and it might fall to Mark Hughes eventually. It does. This is Hughes. Plenty forward. Likewise though for Tromso, and acres of space on that right-hand side. Ed de Hoy is out very quickly, and he slid in. His mistimed challenge, it might just roll across the face of the goal. It does. Well, Chelsea fortunate there. Ed de Hoy quickly out of his goal. Ollie Martinez with a chance. Ed de Hoy came flying across. Ars doing enough to take it past the Dutchman, but just across the face of the goal. A chance for Tromso. Well, maybe they're having trouble seeing where the goal is as well, as the snow continues to come down. Kramer to take the corner kick. De Hoy punches, somehow picking up the flight of the ball. Johansson in the penalty area. Ast is there as well. Once again, across into the 6-yard box, box, and Ed de Hoy manages to scramble the ball away using his hands. Zola won't be able to get to that one. Newton just playing the ball forward. Sven Morten Johansson with a throw-in for Tromso. And Johansson once again. Onto Bjorn Johansson, who just drifted inside the penalty area. Leboeuf was across to avert the danger, but it will be a corner to Tromso. Dennis Wise takes his position at the back post. Bjorn Johansson is inside the penalty area, in fact just inside the 6-yard box. The UEFA official is looking on. Ruud Gullit is not too happy. I think he wants the game maybe to be stopped. Corner not the best this time, and it's easily cleared. This is Zola. And Zola now getting the better of Sven Morten Johansson. Still Zola. He's got 5 Tromso defenders to take on. Manages to win the throw on that far side. Still Ruud Gullit looks on, shaking his head. Look at the state of the pitch he's saying. Look at the snow. I think the UEFA official knows that because he's covered in it. Eventually the cross is away. Zola after this one, but it's cleared by Tromso. Miscontrol by Newton. This is Steve Clark. And now Frank Leboeuf. Maybe Chelsea adapting to the conditions a bit better than the Norwegians here. Frank Sinclair keeps the ball in play. It's a good cross as well. Viali. Tromso clear at the second attempt. Leboeuf in quickly. Newton just loses his footing, but Leboeuf can clear this one. Chelsea throw on the far side. Johansson's work to no avail. White gloves are on. This is Clark for Chelsea. No sign of the snow stopping. Ruud Gullit still complaining. The UEFA official having none of it on this near touchline. According to him, conditions good enough to play on. Ed de Hoy manages to pick the ball from Frode Furman. Well, the UEFA official is calling our Polish referee over to the touchline. And Jacek Granat is just holding up play, I think, for a moment, possibly to get the lines well swept. Gullit still wants the game stopped. As you can see, it's very, very difficult to see exactly where the touchline is, and indeed where the centre line and therefore the penalty area as well. So maybe a stoppage in play here. Frank Leboeuf maybe complaining that he can't keep his footing to the Polish referee. Well, we haven't seen conditions like this in a European Cup tie before, and the blizzard continues to fall on Tromso. The Norwegian season is nearly over, and you can see why they don't play in the winter. Frode Furman, scorer of the Tromso second goal, is about to restart things with this throw-in on the near side. The Polish referee happy to continue with the match. Once again, Tromso looking to break through Ollie Martin Arston. Now Furman, and this is Arston once again, and he's got a sight on goal. Well, he tried to place it, and certainly in these conditions you would have thought just whacking it on goal would be enough. It was Rune Langer, in fact, that just tried to steer the ball into the top corner. Ed de Hoy had no chance, but as the ball just drifted wide, it remains Tromso leading by 2-0. And in truth, that was a couple of metres wide of the Chelsea goal. Babayaro up towards the Tromso penalty area, but no penetration there. And once again, it's Tromso that can break. They sit on a 2-goal lead. Still Tromso come forward, lots of yellow shirts back. Fairman just lifting the ball forward. Leboeuf with the interception. This is Ollie Martin Arston twisting and turning just outside the penalty area. He might set it up here. And the shot fired in, and a great save from De Hoy. It was Roy Christensen with the effort. Parried by Ed De Hoy. The referee has seen an infringement here. And a couple of inches of snow didn't prevent the shot being fired in. Ed De Hoy with a great save. And an infringement just on the edge of the Chelsea penalty area. Give the chance for Tromso maybe to strike a third. The Polish referee wants the Chelsea wall back 10 yards. Reluctant to step back, but a real chance to get a third here for Tromso. And certainly in these conditions, Chelsea had really struggled to get back in it. In any conditions they would, straight against the wall. They were struggling before the snow came down. Well, surely if the pitch was like this at kick-off, it wouldn't have even started. And maybe the UEFA officials just keen to get this game out of the way, knowing as they do that the weather conditions in this part of the world probably won't get any better in the days and weeks to come. Vialli. LeBoeuf. And now Frank Sinclair. Zola dropping deep. Hughes has stayed forward. There's space on the left-hand side if Zola can pick out the Chelsea runners, but can't. Asked for Tromso. Long ball forward will only go harmlessly back to Ed De Hoy. Certainly the Tromso players don't want this match to end. Well, we've got another halt in play here. Blizzard shows that no signs of stopping. It will be a substitution for Tromso. The player coming on is Thomas Hafstedt. And Bjorn Johansson is coming off. Certainly has looked lively in the first 45-minute period, did Johansson. But Hafstedt has come on. And he's got 25 minutes or so to make an impact in this first leg of this second round Cup Winners' Cup tie here in the Arctic Circle between Tromso and Chelsea. It's the Norwegian side that lead by 2-0. Chelsea, though, coming forward on the left. Lots of yellow shirts forward. Might fall to Mark Hughes here at the back post. It's still Hughes. And still loses out, though, and Tromso breaking. LeBoeuf should get to this one ahead of Rune Langer. Clark. Zola. Roy Christensen getting in the way first, and Johnny Hansen getting this ball forward. Babayaro, left-footed, clears upfield. Newton playing the ball forward towards Vialli. Clark. Easily cleared, and Tromso can break once again. Newton now for Chelsea, and Zola, and Hughes. And now Dennis Wise. Vialli lurking, but that ball won't find the Italian. Chelsea, though, have been a touch more positive in this second half, despite the conditions. And now LeBoeuf for Chelsea. The ball just drifting out of play. It will be a throw into Tromso, his near side. Once again, Ruud Gullit is venting his frustration on the fourth official. And I think the UEFA official once again is calling over the referee. The lines continue to be swept at the edge of the pitch. A couple of inches now have settled on some parts of this playing surface, if we can call it that. It was never the best to start with. This is the Tromso skipper, Kramer, with the throw-in. No bounce at all on the ball as it just skids off the snow. Kramer again. Still battling hard, but loses out the Tromso skipper. And now Zola. Lots of Chelsea players forward here. They're queuing up at the far post. This is Zola with a shot. Oh, inches wide. Gianfranco Zola looking to add to his 2 goals this season. Yet to score in Europe. Beating the keeper, but beating the post. Gianluca Vialli was flying in, but just a second or so too late. Chelsea showing more purpose though as the snow continues to come down. And it doesn't seem to be as heavy as before. Further substitution for Tromso. It's Frode Furman, scorer of the second Tromso goal, that's coming off, and Ulrich Balling that is coming on. 20 minutes or so to go. Still Tromso lead by 2-0. What a famous victory this will be for the Norwegian minnows if it does stay as it is. All to play for in the second leg at Stamford Bridge. Still time perhaps though for Chelsea to get back in it in this first leg. Shot is fired in left-footed, but that one drifting wide of Ed de Hooy's left-hand post. Or Christensen. Spotted by Tromso just a couple of seasons ago after a cracking goal haul of 18-22 from defence. For the 3rd division side at Grofjord. Certainly made his mark in this Cup Winners' Cup tie. Once again, it's Granit, it's Jacek Granit talking to the 4th official. And just checking his watch, there's further sweeping to be done, I think, here. Sinclair wanders over to the Polish referee and maybe just gesturing that this game shouldn't continue. Well, certainly if this is the conditions at the start of the game, it would be terribly difficult to justify the match starting. But as we're 2/3 of the way through it, the UEFA officials just want to get it over and done with, much to the annoyance of Ruud Gullit and company. Dennis Wise can afford to smile. Hakan Sandberg, the Tromso coach, wants things to continue. Graham Ritz has got a rather different opinion. I think Ruud Gullit has stopped arguing. Two against one for a second here. The ball played inside. There's plenty forward in this Tromso attack. Clark scrambles the ball away. Dennis Wise unable to get there first. Kramer with the ball to the far post, and still Tromso come forward. It was rather a rash challenge, and you can't help think that it was maybe the conditions that caused that. An industrial challenge, shall we say, from Oli Martin Arst on Celestine Babayaro as the ball was fired in. Just losing his footing. And whacking at the shins of Babayaro. Free kick to Chelsea. They still trail by 2 goals. Wise still battling away. Vialli is the outlet on the right-hand side. Hughes is in the centre. Zola is up in support as well. Still Vialli. Newton finds Dennis Wise. The crosses come in there, look for Vialli, but it's easily taken by Tor Andre Grenissen. Ruud Gullit is still offering his opinion about the game. He's still not happy. Why is it continuing? Says Chelsea's Dutch manager. Vialli with a challenge, but the football was by Johansson. Zola though now has possession. Vialli on the right-hand side. Cleared once again. Zola tackling back. The ball forward by Hansen. Ed de Hooy very quickly off his line once again. Sends that ball into the stands. Certainly at fault for the second goal as he let it Frode Furman shot squirm through his grasp. Still Tromso come forward. And it's the home supporters in full voice now. Leboeuf taking no chances, but still Tromso can get the ball into the penalty area. De Hoy manages to get something on it. Well, the ball just spins wide of the Chelsea goal. I'm not sure if the referee has called for a free kick here as De Hoy and Lanja collide. De Hoy's been none too convincing in this game. He has made one or two fine saves, but certainly at fault for the second goal. Well, the challenge came in from Celestine Babayaro, and certainly the referee has got to take the conditions into account here. Really is difficult for the players to keep their footing. We're in around about 3, maybe 4 inches of snow. Since the break, it really has come down blizzard-like here in Tromso. Babayaro is okay to continue. Clark. Viali. The touch was for Hughes. And now Roar Christensen. Mateo getting in the way. Viali. And still using his strength and holding off Nielsen. And now Sinclair on this right-hand side for Chelsea. Trying to take on Ulrich Balling, the substitute. Christensen, and now Balling with lots of space down the centre. He's on his own though, really. Falls over the challenge of Steve Clark, and now it's Chelsea's turn to attack. Hughes just wandering offside. Not had too many chances, Mark Hughes. He was a sub at the weekend. He started 5 league games this season. Did score 4 times in his first 6, including the Charity Shield. He hasn't managed to find the net since. Challenge on Frank Leboeuf was an illegal one. It will be a Chelsea free kick. Steve Clark keen to get on with things and launches this orange ball forward. Certainly the snow is still coming down, but it's not as heavy as it was 10-15 minutes ago. Viali with a cross in. Still Gianluca Viali. This is Dennis Wise. Again manages to centre towards Zola. He'll pick this ball up just outside the Tromso penalty area. This is Zola. Tries to take on Berntsen, but the ball spins off the Tromso player for a Chelsea throw. Viali goes to ground very quickly. The shot fired in. Babayaro certainly caught hold of it. Still looking for his first Chelsea goal. First season at the club. And a left-footed strike that obviously took a deflection, because this will be a Chelsea corner. Andre Glenison organising his troops. Chelsea still trail by 2-0. Steve Clark has made his way forward. And rather rugby-like, Dennis Wise uses the snow to just lift the ball up off the turf. You can see the turf. Wise scrambled around just outside the 6-yard box and away by Tromso. This is Frank Leboeuf. Chelsea probing for an opening, but they've given it away once again. This is Oli Martin-Arston. There's lots of space on that right-hand side. This ball, though, should go through to Ed De Hoy, and does. Frank Leboeuf for Chelsea. Handball football order of the day. Hughes takes it on his chest, but there's an infringement. Christensen takes. That's Ed De Hoy's. The flick on by Vialli, but doesn't manage to find another yellow shirt. This is Ast for Tromso. Zola now. Vialli and Hughes forward. This is Gianluca Vialli trying to get on the end of this one, but it's well defended. Stanley Nielsen coming across Gianluca Vialli. He's just been given a stern word by our Polish referee. Nielsen, scorer of the first goal tonight. Absolute cracker after 6 minutes. And 25 yards plus. His goal, along with Frode Furman's effort after a mistake by Ed de Hoy, separate the two sides. And in truth, Chelsea have never really looked like scoring. The conditions certainly not conducive to their style of play. And the Norwegian side have taken full advantage. Hughes has been brought on. Won't have time to try and add a bit of steel up front and maybe just try and hold the ball up for Chelsea, because they've given away possession time and time again. Aguero's effort just a few minutes ago, simply one of the better chances for Chelsea. This is Christensen. And now Ast. Tries a shot from distance all along the... Well, certainly not the turf, the snow, isn't it? Easy for Ed de Hoy. Free kick. Mateo penalised. As Thomas Hafstad, the other Tromso substitute, tried to break through. Reminder that Chelsea still haven't got Gus Poyet in their starting lineup. No Graham Rousseau either. Who's defended better than most given the conditions, but still his side trail by 2-0. Leboeuf lets this one go back through to Ed de Hoy, just about keeps his feet. Belying the conditions to bring the ball down first time, but Chelsea lose possession once again, and Tromso racing forward. The move breaks down. Rather luckily, Gianfranco Zola picks the ball up. This is Vialli. Still Gianluca Vialli. He's looking to make an opening for himself. It's still Vialli, and the ball's broken county for Vialli, and he's scored. And he's pulled the goal back. 2-1 now. Well, certainly getting the lucky breaks there, Gianluca Vialli. He retained possession somehow and danced through the Tromso defence. First of all, taking on Johnny Hansen. Moving one way, then the other. Getting a lucky deflection of Steiner Nielsen. It opened up for Vialli, and he made no mistake as Toriandre Granison spread himself. Maybe fortuitous the way that Vialli managed to get into the penalty area, but a clinical finish. And Chelsea now have that all-important away goal. And certainly 2-1 doesn't look anything like as bad as 2-0. But there's a chance here for Ast. Oh, and it's 3-1! Well, just seconds after Chelsea have pulled the goal back, Ruud Gullit is absolutely furious down on the bench. I think he wanted to get Andy Myers on the pitch. And Graham Rix is venting his anger as well at the UEFA official. Well, Oli Martin Ast doesn't care. He's already scored 2 goals in this competition. And Tromso now have their 2-goal advantage once again. Drama right at the end here. Andy Myers is still not on the pitch. I think Ruud Gullit wanted to get Myers on. Leboeuf isn't happy. Rix isn't happy. The fact remains that Tromso now lead by 3-1. It's Ast's 3rd goal in the competition. Just moments after Vialli had seemingly given Chelsea a lifeline at 2-1. 4 minutes of normal time to play. There might be the odd minute or two for stoppages because of the interruptions we've had in this second half. The substitute finally made. Andy Myers is on, Frank Leboeuf is off. Certainly Leboeuf was nearer the halfway line than back in defence when Ars danced his way through the Chelsea backline. I think that's why Huddit and Ricks and so were complaining. Myers eventually can take his place on the pitch. And once again, 2 goals separate the two sides. This time Tromso lead 3-1. Vialli battling down in the corner and getting possession somehow, but then fouling, and it will be a free kick. Drama in the final few minutes of this second round first leg tie in Tromso. The blizzard conditions are abating somewhat, but there's a couple of inches of snow on the pitch. And Tromso in no hurry to take this free kick. The ball fired over towards where Ruud Gullit is standing. Oh, joy and then despair for the Chelsea bench as they looked on with glee as Vialli put the chance away. Eyes and crying will share a joke. But Ruud Gullit certainly not finding it funny on the Chelsea bench. Maybe a chance though for Chelsea to put another goal back. Hughes was making a nuisance of himself, but the long ball forward might find Rooney Lancha, but in the end it's Ed de Hoy that can clear. It's not the best of clearances. Rooney Myers will win the throw in here. It was Ulrich Balling that was bearing down on the Chelsea substitute. Wise losing out to Balling, but the ball fired forward. Johnny Hansen. But that will go all the way back to Ed de Hoy. Couldn't do much about the third, the Dutchman. In a few minutes of the game, Ed de Hoy. The referee getting in the way for a moment. This is Zola. And still, and now Di Matteo. It's well, initially set up nicely for the Italian, he couldn't get his shot away, and Chelsea again lose possession. Eddie Newton claiming he got the ball. Jacek Granat having none of it though. Ulrich Balling seemed to go alongside of Eddie Newton. I think he was going to get the ball anyway. And Chelsea maybe can count themselves a touch unlucky there. Free kick nonetheless to Tromso. A famous win awaits for Hakan Sandberg's side. And maybe they can add a fourth. Chelsea have conceded 4 on one occasion this season. That was at Anfield. I'm sure they didn't expect to concede 4 here in the Al Ain Stadium. Just losing his footing and Chelsea losing possession. This is Balling for Tromso. Still the Norwegian side come forward and certainly have every chance at Stamford Bridge in the return leg, you'd fancy. A fine showing from the Norwegian side battling against relegation. This is Hughes and now Vialli. Has he got time for a second? He might have, you know. This is Gianluca Vialli. It's Vialli's second, it's Chelsea's second. It's hope for Ruud Gullit's side. It's 3-2 down. Gianluca Vialli once again showing his skills inside the penalty area. Ruud Gullit still arguing with the UEFA officials down on the touchline. Gianluca Vialli, who'd given Chelsea hope, pulling a goal back at 2-1. Tromso went 3-1 ahead, but once again showing composure inside the Tromso penalty area and firing the ball just to the left-hand side of Grenissen. It's Tromso 3, Chelsea 2 now. And Gianluca Vialli with his 7th goal of the season has certainly given Chelsea that lifeline once again. They just need a solitary goal success at Stamford Bridge to go through to the next round. And the complexion of the tie has changed this way and that over the last 5 minutes. 3 goals we've had since the 86th minute. And Hakan Sandberg can only look on and maybe think what might have been. Chelsea have a free kick. Hughes penalised for the challenge. And Tromso strike back as they did just minutes ago. Easy for Ed de Hoy, but the challenge is an illegal one on Steve Clark. And now it's the Chelsea fans who can be heard. Just under 7,000 have packed into the stadium. A fair number of Blues fans have made the trip over from London. And it certainly would fancy its advantage Chelsea now with those 2 away goals. Maybe time for another. What an unlikely draw this will be if they can snatch one at the death. This is Zola, manages to get his cross away. Straight to Tore Andre Granison there. The snow has all but stopped now. Not coming down anything like as heavy as it did 40 minutes ago or so. A blizzard at half-time, changing the scenery. Might not change the outcome of the result, but 2 late Chelsea goals will certainly put Ruud Gullit's side in the driving seat for the second leg. This is Zola, and still Gianfranco Zola. And Zola! Finish didn't match the run. Hakan Sandberg saw his side racing to a 2-goal lead in the first half and keep that right until the 86th minute. Free kick to Tromso. Roberto Di Matteo penalised, taken too quickly by the Norwegians. And into time added on after 1 or 2 stoppages. Seconds ticking away. Well, it's not the best of clearances by Steve Clark. And 2 Tromso fans claiming that was a back pass, but it simply just skimmed off Clark's boot to Ed de Hoy. Kramer for Tromso. Well, Kramer just playing the ball out of play, saw one of his teammates down. And the Polish referee just making sure that he can continue. And Ilanji is up on his feet okay. Chelsea eventually playing the ball back to the Tromso personnel, as is the way in this day and age. Well, the snow's handy for one thing, so it would say maybe a whack on the nose. Offside given against Mark Hughes. Ready to take, left-footed. What an extraordinary game in Tromso. A blizzard threatened to halt the game midway through the second half, but it's ended here 3-2 to Tromso.